The more I do these podcasts, the more obvious it is to me that I have ADD. I've talked about hacking computer games and Tiny Chef, whom I love immensely, to my dog Kevin, to my manifest mental health issues. And sometimes I sit here and I'm like, pick a lane for God's sakes. I love seeing when even one person looks or listens to one of these podcasts. It is amazing to feel like I have a voice that resonates with people, which makes it even more important now to start a conversation about degree requirements. Look, like everybody, I did a lot of looking around during the pandemic. Hell, I don't know anyone who didn't at least look around some. And at the time, the stories I heard were bananas. I mean, every sector had something going on, crypto and cloud and, just all the buzzwords. There were remote engineering opportunities out the wazoo. And in the middle of all that, there were like two or three jobs where the posting really should have just had my name right next to it. It either represented work that I was actually doing actively at that moment, or it was a situation where I could walk in and be very influential from the ground up. But every time, almost every time, the same thing shut me down. I don't have a degree. If you're not familiar with it, the screening process can be very brutal. Back in episode 14, I talked about not having a degree. I mean, I want one, but I have no idea how to get one while balancing this decades old career that I've got. Over the years, I've become a huge advocate for things like recognition of prior learning programs or RPLs and things like earned work credits as a way for people like me to remain valuable in the workforce. I can't think of a single person I know who wouldn't vouch for my capabilities. I had a conversation with some senior folks at a company based on a recommendation from a former colleague. And I felt really good about things and was actively encouraged to apply for a job, only to get shut down for the job that these same senior folks posted literally just for me to apply. Huh? Yeah, I found a position that was pretty much mine for the asking, but their HR screening shut me down. People went to bat for me, but it was an immovable object. And I get that. Companies want a known quantity. And to a lot of companies, a degree is that proof. It's that provenance, if you will, that, shows you've got the goods. But doesn't a career that is singularly focused on that same discipline with decades of experience in that same field, doesn't that provide proof? I mean, I sit here time and again trying to think of how I can change this. So here's what I'm going to try. In the description, I'm going to add a link to a video for tearthepaperceiling.org. It's a campaign sponsored by the Ad Council focusing on workers skilled through alternative routes, or STAR. Look, I'm really sorry you got this far in to realize that the title's a pun, but my intent here is real. I've added a background to my LinkedIn page to show my support. I've added my story to the tearthepaperceiling.org website. And I'm doing more things to promote the content on this channel because let's face it, I ain't getting no guests without no subscribers. I said in the first one of these, I didn't want to be an influencer, and I stand by that. Live your life, be who you are, not who someone else thinks you should be. But I do want to influence opinion about who I am. I am not a piece of paper. I am almost 4 decades of constantly learning, growing, achieving, delivering, and contributing at the level the system says I am not capable of. I'm not defined or bounded by a single thing. I'm a fucking badass at what I do. Ask people. I feel pretty confident you'll get a lot of agreement. I'll get a lot of agreement, sorry. And yeah, I am a star. It feels weird saying it for sure, but I definitely know it. I'm going to include links in the description for more about this effort. I appreciate the support, all of it. You have no idea how good I feel about doing these podcasts, especially when even like one person walks up and tell me they listened. It means the world to me. Thank you for listening. Take care.